For a future covered in gentle rays of the sun, have they finally cornered Melon? Will the masquerade ball descend into chaos? They must capture Melon at all costs. Welcome to Beastars, chapter 129, Jumping Out of a Dream of an Annunciation. So, last we left off, it was Legacy and Yafia in the nightclub at the masquerade, whatever, and they're luring out Melon with the mixture of their blood, both carnivore and herbivore blood. So, let's see if Melon responds to it or not. Oh, right off the bat. You're supposed to put out your cigarette in the ashtray. Melon. Oh, okay, so he was the guy at the top. I got agitated. How embarrassing. Don't worry, you can spend the rest of the night relaxing in a jail cell after a long talk, that is. This is the part where I ask you to let me see your ID, but really I just need to see your face. I'm going to look under your mask. His name is Melon? Yeah, I know, right? That's an interesting name for this guy. Why is his name Melon? I just realized. That was, Melon. So I wonder if that name was specifically chosen by whoever the herbivore was in his parents' relationship. Because we still don't know. Was his dad a carnivore or was his mom a carnivore? I don't know. We'll see. He's a carnivore herbivore hybrid and a dangerous criminal, but no doubt about it. It's you, Melon, the hybrid. You're under arrest for suspicion of murdering many large herbivores and being a part of the test trade as of April 15th, 2023-10. Okay. Yeah, so Yafia recognizes his face from their first encounter. Okay, let's see. So, cuffed him. His arrest was anticlimactic. Honestly, I expected them to fight or something, or put up more of a struggle. Maybe this masquerade ball or whatever was a trap, or no, I guess he's just going to jail now. No good. Radio waves don't work down here. I'll be going above ground to call for help. Legacy, watch Melon for me. Here's his gun. Keep it. What? Oh, alright. For help, huh? Why? Okay, that's your first mistake. Because I feel like this is going too smoothly. How's he gonna get out of these cuffs, though? Let's see. Maybe he's just gonna... he has the... Maybe he could just slip out? Maybe? Or he could break the cuffs. See, it's not like he's weak like a herbivore. Or maybe. We're not sure how to scale Melon yet. How's he gonna get out? And he gave Legacy a gun, so that's never gonna get used. We need to bring an end to this stupid party. Who knows what'll happen if we don't. I'll be back soon. Be careful. Okay, and you're just leaving Oh, Yafia. No. No. If something can go wrong, it's like the law of the universe. If something can go wrong and Legacy's involved, it will go wrong. That's an absolute in this world. So, oh, you sweet summer child, what have you done? But, I don't know. Maybe it will go smooth. It's not like he's going anywhere. Hey. Okay, so Melon's looking at Legacy now. So I wonder if Melon's gonna... okay, so from what we've seen, he was masquerading as a psychologist. And from what I said before, Melon has some form... Melon's smart, right? Because you don't just do that. And I felt like that was chosen specific... I felt like a psychologist was chosen specifically to showcase how Melon finds vulnerabilities in people, right? And he kind of exploits that for his own benefit. So I wonder if that's going to be the case here, right? But I'm like, I'm trying to think ahead, but I'm like, what could he possibly say to Legacy, you know? Because, I don't know, to masquerade as a psychologist and get away with it for so long, you have to be educated for that. That's just my take on that. He has to have an education and he has to have emotional intelligence to do that. Hey, you're not a pure-blooded wolf, are you? You've got another species in you. How did you know? You're too big to be an ordinary wolf, and you're also very interested in me. You're not even trying to hide it. Mmm. So he just caught that right off the bat. Okay. So he already got Lego. He goes from this to this. So that's the play, I bet. He's gonna get Legacy to open up. What he's doing right now. He's established. All right. So I don't know whoever's watching this. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where you've had to negotiate. Um, but Melon's offer. All right. So he's not necessarily doing it now, but he's trying to establish a connection between himself and Legacy. It's a form of social engineering, right? Because he clearly wants something. That's why he's talking to Legacy right now. And I bet the most obvious thing that he could probably want right now is to be out of those handcuffs, right? And Legacy has something. I'm sorry, and Melon has something Legacy wants, and that being information. And the beauty of it is, well, the scary part is, all he has to do is just talk to him, right? I don't think he's leaving those handcuffs anytime soon, but it's like because the reason why I say Melon has something Legacy wants information on what it's like to be a hybrid, right? He's the proof that Melon is the proof that that either Haru and his relationship can or cannot work, right? Depending on how this goes. It's interesting because Legacy's never met another one of him, and now it's like face to face with them. So I wonder how he's gonna respond to this, though. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm right. You're not part feline, and your eyes and nose stick out. Are you part kangaroo, perhaps? Part Komodo dragon. What? What? A reptile, really? Your ancestors must be total rebels. My mother's father is a Komodo dragon. Both my parents are gray wolves. Oh, okay. So his dad, Legacy's. Okay, so that put a question I had to rest. So his dad was actually a gray wolf, and nothing else. So Ghost is the only outlier in their in their bloodline. Oh, is that a fact? Sounds like your mother had a hard life being a wolf Komodo dragon hybrid. Oh, actually. Well, yeah. I already knew that, but it's like I'm trying to think about that because Legacy got the traits of his grandfather, right? Gosha, like his eyes, his body. I'm wondering what did Legacy's mom look like, and how much of Gosha did she get? Because she's literally half and half wolf, half Komodo dragon, whereas Legacy has the has the genetic luck of being 1/3, so he got more wolf traits because he's like a generation removed. Well, he's 2 generations down, I think. I think how that works. I can't math, but you know, he has the privilege of having 1/3 Komodo dragon in him compared to 2 parts wolf. So I'm wondering what was just what Melon said? What was Legosi's mother's life like? Because we haven't seen her at all. What was her name? It was. I'm spacing on his mom's name, but it'll come back to me. Oh, is that a fact? Sounds like your mother had a hard life being a wolf Komodo dragon hybrid. She killed herself when I was 12. Oh, he's to just say, okay, it's happening right now, and Legosi doesn't even know it. For him to just open up about that to a stranger, there's a reason for that. It's because, well, up to this point, like it's easy to forget that Legosi's part Komodo dragon, right? And there's a stigma that's been attached to him ever since he was young, right? We going based off of first appearances, Legosi's blessed to have been born a wolf, right? And nothing else. Like there's nothing differentiating him of being part anything else. So I'm wondering, like, what did his mom look like? That's the question. Well, actually, I take it back. We actually kind of saw what she looked like. Well, part of her, like in the casket, I believe. So I don't know if that's gonna play a part into it, but the point is, Legosi's opening up to Melon, right? He's being played right now, and he doesn't even realize it. He's like, oh man, this guy, surely he must understand. This guy gets me, and I feel comfortable, comfortable enough to talk to him because of that, because they have I guess, a bond, because they're the only two of them around, it seems. Unless there are more, we don't know. She killed herself when I was 12. Really? Your childhood must have been crazy then. Why am I so comfortable talking to this guy I never met before about my life story? Right, Haru doesn't even know that. Like, I think the only one who knows is, you know, did he tell Jack? Because there was this, oh yeah, he did tell Jack, I believe. I don't remember too clear, but it was back when, like, earlier chapters when, let me see. Yeah, it was like in the earlier chapters, right after the Haru rescue arc, I believe. During the flashback, when they were in the woods, when Legoshi was alone in the woods after the funeral. I believe that's the yeah, that's the secret he told Jack, that he was part Komodo dragon. They didn't necessarily show what he said, but I guess it was implied. So I don't know if there was more to that conversation. But it's interesting how, like, something we already knew, it was pretty much set up in the past and it's coming to the forefront now. So that's interesting to think about. And he's a criminal. Hybrids aren't really suited for living. I say that from living 24 years as a leopard gazelle hybrid. Huh. And he's a criminal. No, he's still a hybrid like me. What does he mean? What does Melon mean by that? Hybrids aren't really suited for living. Like they don't have a place in society? I think that's what he means. And so Melon's 24 years old then. Interesting. So he's not too far from Legoshi. Legosi's 18 now. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So Melon is 6 years older than Legoshi. You know this party? Carnivores and herbivores both want to be liberated from their species-bound barriers and commonplace prejudices. So they wear masks and fool around. It's all fine and well the way I see it. I have no species, no friends, a half-baked loner. Is just a freak. Oh, he's ripping off the mask now. I couldn't breathe with this mask on. Okay. So Legoshi has a good look at him now. And they were setting up this because we already knew what Melon looked like, right? But because Yafia already saw his face, he revealed his face like earlier, but Legoshi didn't know what Melon looked like. So I believe now that Legoshi has a look at him, oh, that's where this is going. There's a reason why they waited to show Millen's face right now. I wonder how much of an effect this face is gonna have on Legacy, right? Because I was still thinking about last chapter where Legacy told Yafia about how he's not affected by anything at this at the party, right? It's funny now that I think about it. Yafia even commented on how Legacy's pretty calm and pretty calm at the party, right? And you know, I'm surprised for how well you're doing with how impoverished you are, you know. But Legacy had a complete grip on itself, and his reasoning was, oh, it's probably because I'm already committed to someone. Also, I have a herbivore fetish, right? So I feel like that's gonna play a part as well. Legacy's herbivore fetish, right? It's because that's already something that's been established since the very beginning, especially during the Tim's Killer arc, the Riz arc, right? So now that he's seen Melon's face, right? This it seems like it's the only thing that's gotten to Legacy so far. Cause he's clearly had low key, he's clearly had an effect on Legacy since the moment they started talking. In fact, probably even further before that, since the moment Legacy found out. Well, since the moment Yafia shared the fact that Melon was a hybrid, so there might be some kinship there. That Legacy might think there might be some kinship there, you know? Because even this part right here, where he says, let me find it. And he's a criminal. No, he's still a hybrid like me. Right? So let's see. Let's see how this goes. Why can't I speak? It's as if I'm looking at my unborn child being brought to life before my eyes. Mm-hmm. Legos even told him. Legos even told Yafia. Oh no, 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 no! This is bad. This is actually bad. The way I think this is gonna go. Well, it's not like he's go. It's not like he's going anywhere. Cause I don't see he's chained. So unless they do some, I don't know what can happen now because Legos even told Yafia that he has a herbivore fetish. Herbivores are both his greatest, are both the source of his strength and his greatest weakness. So I wonder if that's gonna play a part into like their interaction or whatever. Cause look at Legacy, he's like starstruck right now. You see these bubbles right here? That always happens when he's starstruck. Or he's in awe at what he's looking at. So I don't know. Let's see. Haru, if we had a child, would it say the same thing? Oh no. My name is Melon. What's yours? Legacy. That they're just a freak? So he's thinking about the future. With Haru being a rabbit and me being a wolf, we struggle to find common ground. I want the path that lies ahead of the wall we went over to be a world that gives salvation to everything, because the species wall is so high and thick. Oh, and I like how they're using this panel here to show the divide between these two, because these are like the only two of their species, right? Compared to everyone else that has a place in society. Legosi's always been a character that felt like he was out of place in society, and knowing what we know now, it adds a lot of context to Legosi's depression and how he was like feeling, right? I feel like it's more than just being a Komodo dragon. I don't know how, like we've seen like the discrimination he's faced since he was young with his grandfather, but even he admitted himself that he didn't think much of it at first. So I feel like there's something else that was going on there that wasn't like really explored yet. I mean, his mom did kill herself, so I'm pretty, yeah, and then there's the 5 year separation from Gosha, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of that had to do with it. But I feel like there's more that's not being told right now, because I still have questions like where was Legosi's grandmother and all of that as well, because it's just Gosha. They never said how she died, so I don't know, just so many questions. Alright, so let's continue. Yep, but it's only the two of them, and then there's everyone else. In my pocket is Millen's handgun, a transceiver, and some handcuffs. Yafia gave me a spare key for the handcuffs. Why did Ya... No, what? Why did Yafia give him a spare key? Man. Okay, so I already know where this is gonna go. Why is he... Wait, why is he even checking for that? What? Why is he even checking? I don't understand what's going on here. The moment they said it, it's like Chekhov's gun. You know, the moment they said that oh, okay. The moment Yafia gave him a gun, I'm like, Legacy doesn't use guns, right? So I'm like, okay, so at some point that gun's gonna be used, right? And now that we found out he had a key, Yafia gave him a spare key for some reason. It's like, oh my god, no, that key's gonna be used. It's gonna be used. Because why else would it be introduced if it's not gonna be used? That's the Chekhov gun situation. Like you introduce, you know, uh, an item that's probably gonna be a plot point, and that might be a plot point. More than likely, it's gonna turn out to be a plot point and be used at some point. So yeah, that's the Chekhov's gun situation. Don't draw attention to it if you're not gonna use it. That's what it is. So let's see. I want to help him. Bruh. But why? He's a criminal. I don't understand what Legosi's think. This is stupid. Are you serious? Like, I don't think he understands everything that he's working for right now. It's about to get thrown away because why did he let Melon loose? There was no reason for Legacy to do this right now. All he has to do, he has him right where he wants him. All he has to do is just talk to him. It's like he's captivated. I wonder if this is... Because Melon's not really doing anything. All he's doing is just talking to him. Right? Legacy's doing this of his own volition. Let me see. Just so we're clear, I never told you to handcuff me. See, even Melon's saying it. He's like, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything, but you know what you're doing, right? Like, Legacy, you have your whole life. You could have had your criminal record wiped clean, right? You could have had money in your pocket. You would have been set. But you threw it away for what? Oh, so the key was used. I hope what I'm thinking is gonna happen doesn't happen, but it looks like we're heading that direction because Legacy decided not to. He decided to leave his brain at home and not bring it with them. So I want to talk to you more. But you could talk to him right there. I'm getting frustrated. You could talk to him right there. There's nothing stopping him from asking the questions he want to ask. Even when they take Melon into custody, he can still ask Melon questions. He could still talk to Melon. So it just doesn't make any sense why he's doing this. Herbivores are his greatest strength, but also his greatest weakness. I believe that's what's going on here. Does he just not identify Melon as a carnivore at all? That's what I'm thinking. Because when he looks at Melon, I feel like they're putting a lot of emphasis on this. He sees Haru, right? He's not necessarily that he's seeing Melon as Haru. He's seeing Melon more as an herbivore than as a carnivore. That's what I feel. And we know Legoshi even said it himself. He has a weakness for herbivores, and that's actually now that I think about it, that's actually been shown throughout the series, and it's even been displayed with Juno when she met Haru. So I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this. Well, I know where my feelings are. I have negative feelings about what's going on. So let's see. Good grief! I know I financed this party, but what say we hightail it out of here? Okay. And he actually just left with them. He actually just left with them. Like he left, they're outside now. They left that whole, where's Yafia at? I'm so mad. And look how this is being set up. The scenery. Melon, why do you think that hybrids aren't really suited for living? I just meant, I just meant what I said. Didn't that old horse tell you about a hybrid's nature? He told me that hybrids don't eat meat, but they still have the savage desire to hunt animals. Oh really? That's interesting. So are there more hybrids outside of Melon that's been the case that's been the case with? They still have the savage desire to hunt animals, and I'm pretty sure Legoshi can relate with that. Interesting. Well, then again, Legoshi is a well. There's a difference. Legoshi's his lineage, they're all carnivore. There's no herbivore in there, right? But Melon is a carnivore and herbivore, right? Of two different species, whereas Legoshi is a pure carnivore of two different species. So that's an interesting dynamic. Isn't it strange, isn't it? Carnivores and herbivores should get along, yet their children are treated like freaks. Yeah, I know. That's there's hypocrisy in that. It's because the animals in their society aren't ready for it. They're used to that divide, which makes perfect sense from an evolutionary standpoint. I don't think of you as a freak. In fact, I feel like the more I talk to you, the more I want to know more about you. I can't see you as an evil animal. Okay. Interesting. I can't see you as an evil animal. Okay, so there's that. It's because all right. So my suspicions are only getting confirmed the more Legacy talks. The reason he can't see Melon as an evil animal is because he can't see him as a carnivore. That's Legacy's own bias playing into this, and that's been shown throughout. It's starting to make sense now. So that's been shown throughout the entire series how Legacy treats carnivores who don't like fit the mold of his morals versus how he treats herbivores, right? But really, I find Melon interesting now because we haven't really had a herbivore character outside of Pina that kind of like challenged Legosi in a way to push past how he like glorifies herbivores, right, and kind of coddles them. Because Legosi's kind of biased in his own way. So I feel like we should have got more of Pina, and that should have been challenged a lot more. But now we're getting Melon, so I wonder how he's gonna challenge Legosi now. Well, I have an idea of how he's gonna do it, but we'll see. So is this gonna be a team up? What is this? Is he just gonna let him go? What is this? What was Legosi's plan here? He didn't have a plan. He doesn't think. Okay, so let's see. Can't see you as an evil animal. That was pretty cliche. Not a fan. Huh? You ought to say something more entertaining, like a joke or something that'll give me a good time. He doesn't even care. And look at this face right here. A joke? Sorry, I'm not really a comedian. Ha ha ha. Do you have anything in your pocket that could give us a good time, like a caramel candy or playing cards? I don't think I have anything like that. You're not gonna show him the gun, are you? Because they've been... Okay, so he's been walking ahead of them. Okay. I don't know. The gun! Oh my gosh! No! He shot him. Oh! When did he get it? What's happening? It must have... It happened off panel. For shot off the shock factor. Okay. And Legosi didn't notice because he was fixated on Melon, but he wasn't watching. Oh my gosh. How did that happen? Yafia, man, really dropped the ball. No, this isn't... To be honest, oh man, that sucks. The gun, and then... The gunshot. This is gonna be an iconic scene when it gets animated. I can feel it. But this isn't Yafia's fault. I mean, it is for him bringing Legosi with him, but at the same time, Legosi put himself in this situation, right? The stupid part is Melon didn't have to even do anything. Legosi did all this by himself, right? Man. Well, what do you know? You really are a comedian. Well, you only had room for one joke, but I still had a good time. Thanks. And that's how we're ending it? Legosi got shot. Is he dead? No, he's not dead. That wouldn't make any sense, but... Holy moly, that's... The only thing I'm thinking about... Grandpa is gonna kill Yafia. Holy shit. I'm jumping straight to the next one. Chapter 130 is up next. This has been chapter 129. Let me know what you thought about it. Did you like it? If so, thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. You know how that works. But this is nuts. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. I will see you during the next one. During chapter 130. That should be out pretty soon, so just look out for it. Yeah. Man. Yeah, I'll see you during the next one. Be good and be nice to each other.